ASMR family, welcome back to Razan's ASMR journey. And tonight I want to talk to you about what's going on with just this channel. What is it going to be about? I did a little bit of talking about that during my first video, the black screen video, but I wanted to talk about it on screen. Now, I named my channel Razan's ASMR journey, and it has two different meanings. It means my journey as far as being a consumer of ASMR, being a listener, and for many years now, listening to relax, listening to go to sleep, listening if I got anxiety, listening while I'm doing other things, writing or whatever. So I've been using ASMR for a lot of different things, like I said, for a lot of different years. So that's my journey as a listener. And now I'm going to be telling you about my journey as a content creator. And it's sort of a big deal for me because I am not what you would call tech savvy at all. Now, it took a while for me to get things together so I could make some ASMR content, so that's also a reason why it took me so long to get the mic. And then a friend gave me my lighting setup, my ring light, and so I got that. And now also, not only do I wanted to do ASMR content, but I also, for a while now, have been wanting to get into movie reactions. But, like I said, a big thing about that is I am unbelievably untech savvy, and I've been teaching myself these things through watching videos, and ChatGPT has helped me out quite a bit. And so I'll be whispering or soft speaking about that journey to you guys, about my journey of trying to upgrade the quality of what I'm doing on this channel, and how I'm going about learning that. And then I'll be also letting you know, hold on. Sorry guys, that was a car. I'll also be letting you know about how it's going with me trying to desperately teach myself, that is lovely. That is my stomach since I drank that water. Anyway, I'm going to be letting you guys know about my harrowing journey to figure out and teach myself how to do a movie reaction channel, which is infinitely harder than getting started doing an ASMR channel, because of course I have to teach myself recording myself. I'll be doing that with my phone, recording my reaction and recording the sound. And then of course I have to teach myself how to actually record the movies and stuff on my laptop. And then I have to teach myself how to do editing. Editing for someone who barely knows how to set my mic up and my phone for ASMR. So that's gonna be wild. It has been wild. I'm only at the very beginning stages of that. I know enough to know that this journey is going to be crazy, and you guys are just gonna come along for the crazy ride of my not understanding things, me telling you about how frustrated I am with different things, and how I am clueless about different things, and also how I'm going about learning different things, who helps me, who does wasn't like, if I'm either getting help from someone. Sorry guys about all this stopping and starting. Of course, like I said, I'm not into editing yet, so you're getting just the raw footage and stuff of me having to mute the mic because traffic, and because I'm actually recording this video earlier in the day. Than I did my last video. I think I'm gonna have to end up waiting till later to do my videos because I don't want to be muting the mic every 2 seconds and messing up the quality for you all. I want you to actually be relaxed and rested, and I know that me constantly muting probably will not be helping that at all. Anyway, so I'm going to be telling you about how I go about learning, like I said, how to put together this reaction channel. And some of you out there, I might even ask you guys for advice. See if you can help me out if I get stuck on something. Like, right now, on my list of to-dos is to watch a whole bunch of videos about how to edit. Oh, lovely. Here's another car. I'm not gonna need them. But anywho, I'm gonna watch a bunch of videos on how to edit using DaVinci Resolve. From my research, ChatGPT, and just Google, it says that DaVinci Resolve is a good free resource for editing, and that it's good for noobs like me, although I don't think they took into consideration somebody as bad at tech as me, but it's supposed to be decent for new people. We're gonna see. I have no idea. I mean, I've never edited anything, so there you go. I mean, I think you guys can tell about how tech savvy I'm not, considering the thumbnails that you're seeing. I don't even know how to do that yet, but I got Canva, so I gotta get into that and start making better thumbnails for you all, so that is also on my list of things to do. So that's also the journey that you're gonna be on, so I'll be rambling about stuff like that as well. Let's see. I want to try to do 1 to 2 times a week. I'd like to do 2 times a week and shoot for that, but definitely I want to get a video out for you all once a week, and the tentative schedule would be possibly uploading Saturday and Wednesdays, and that's not set in stone just yet. I'm still figuring things out, so we're gonna see about what days that I'll be uploading. But I really do. Hold on a second. I don't want to hear all that noise. Sorry guys, that was a siren. But yeah, tentative is oh. So we're not done with the siren is what we're saying here. Nice. Let's give this one more again. We gonna try it again. You all are just getting the barest bones of a newest ASMR artist that knows not of technology here with all these mutes. I apologize. So sorry. But like I said, it's gonna be a journey and you're on it with me. You're on this ride with me. You know what I mean? You've seen other ASMR artists, even when they started, they were more technologically savvy than I am. And they probably could actually talk better as well. Look at that. Technological and way more savvy than I am. So you're those of you who have subscribed right now and stay subscribed and kind of get through the bumps with me, you'll be able to say you knew me when I knew how to do nothing except for push record. So that can be a claim, hopefully, because I promise you I will get better and better at this. It's just gonna take me a minute. Oh, here we go. I promise you guys, I will 100% film later than I'm doing now, so it'll be a lot quieter. I'm so sorry. Some of the other things that I'm going to be talking about on my channel will be, I'll be letting you know about, sometimes I'll be letting you know about, oh, lovely, car again. Sometimes I'm going to be letting you guys know about, like, my hospital visits and things, because that's a big part of my life. I have Crohn's, and it's an intestinal disease, and there's a lot of maintenance with that. And also I have sickle cell, and there's a lot of maintenance with that as well. And so I know a lot more doctors and nurses than your average bear. And so I'll talk to you about some of the things that go on with that, because that really does take up a lot of my life. But yeah, that's what we're doing on this here channel. And so that we don't have just a 12-minute video, I also wanted to do a bit of a story time. I'm hoping that I can get through it without having to pause 11 times, but we're gonna see. So I wanted to tell you guys a story of when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and a friend of mine, I was spending the night at her house, and I grew up with her. Our mothers met when they both were pregnant with us, and so she was like my second mom. And so you had, let's see, you had Barbara, the mom, and Shayna, the daughter. There we go. Now they have names. So Barbara was like my second mom, and I was spending the night over at her house, Shayna and I, having fun as you do as kids. And we had to go to the store and didn't have a car, so we walked to the store, and it was quite a ways, quite a few blocks to walk to the grocery store. So we walked to the grocery store, and while we're there, my friend Shayna, there were these open bins. Well, the bins had lids if the candy didn't have wrappers on them, and you would put them in little bags and weigh them. And then there was just also gum, and just regular gum at the register. And as we go by the candy, my friend Shayna goes, hey, Curly Pop, let's steal some candy. Let's nab it. Let's take some candy. Let's be criminals on today. Wow, that is loud. That was my stomach. Crohn's is working overtime, guys. Sorry. If it's not my stomach, then I guess it's gonna be the cars. My apologies. So And she was like, sure, come on, let's do it. And so she put some candy from one of those bins in her pocket. And I hadn't taken anything. And we get up to the register, and her mom's busy, you know. Barbara's busy putting the food up there, you know, paying for food, that stuff. And we're standing back. And my friend Shayna's motioning to me like, hey, take some, I got it. And my dumb self feels like, oh, I have to take it, you know, she's worn me down or whatever. I don't, to this day, I do not know why I decided to go against my natural state of being, which is to not get in trouble and to not do bad things. And I wasn't particularly a follower of just anybody. It was only her, for some reason. I was never that kind of follower again in life. It was only a few times with her that I would just lose my mind and decide to do what she said. And so, and mind you, just to let you know, spoiler alert, Shayna grew up to be a fine woman. She's a great woman. It's not like she's out here getting out of prison for the 11th time. That's, you know, this was just kid stuff and being stupid. But anyway, my stupid self decides to go ahead and not only do I look around and I'm trying to see what can I take. We're at the register. Gum. It's small. Let's do that. And I'm a tiny little person, and I'm in tiny little person pants, and I didn't have even tiny little person pockets in said tiny little person pants. So what I decided to do is not just get one or two things of gum. For some reason, I guess I said, if we're doing this, we're gonna do it up big. And I just remember getting like a big handful of gum and shoving said handful of gum down my pants, down my tiny little person pants, in my underwear, due to not having pockets and due to being dumb AF. Yeah. So, I'm gonna try to time this and mute this when my stomach decides to get noisy because I just drank water. But if I don't catch it, apologies. So, I've got all this gum in my underwear down my pants, and we walk out of the store, and we're walking along, and it's not too long before I start to feel the gum move, and it's sliding, and I'm motioning to Shayna, and I'm like, telling her, Shayna, hey Shayna, falling, and I'm telling her like the gum is falling, and I'm walking all weird, trying to keep my legs together so that this gum stays there, and we're walking blocks, you know, and I made it, guys, walking unbelievably weird and close-legged. I made it until we got right up to the front door of the house. I made it. And then, at the front door of the house, all this gum falls down my pants leg and on the ground. And I instantly look down, look up, look over at Jana, look up at Barbara, her mom, and then I look down again, and it's just this, oh, I've been caught. The jig is up. That's it, buddy. And Barbara is looking like, okay, where did this come from? Excuse me, ma'am, where did this gum come from? Because I know I didn't get you any gum, and even if I did, it wouldn't have been that many bags, and even if it was, you know what it would be? In the bag, not falling down your pants, ma'am. So, where did the gum come from? Seriously. And so instantly, of course, she knows that I stole the gum. And then it comes out that Shayna also did some thieving of her own. And Barbara was not too happy with the both of us. And so she's like, alright. She ends up, of course, telling my mom about the fact that we both stole from the store. And of course, my mother was absolutely livid. She was not here for those kind of shenanigans or that behavior, because she knew that she was not raising a child that was going to be up there doing all that. But my mother also knew a lot of people, and she was also extremely creative. Bless her. So, my mom goes, alright, you want to steal? Well, let me let you know where stealing can get you. And so my mom proceeded to tell me when she got to Renda's house, or when she got to Barbara's house, she goes, hey, what you're gonna do is you're going to go to jail. You about to go to jail on today, because when you steal stuff, you go to jail. You done got caught stealing, so that's where you're going. So she goes up with Barbara, me, Barbara, Shayna. We all go down to the police station, our local police station. And sorry about the car noise. So we all go down to the local police station, and a cop is there, and he takes us in the back, and he puts us in a cell together, and closes the door and walks away. So, Shayna is crying instantly, which is understandable. She's in jail. Sorry. So yeah. We're 6 or 7 years old, and so yeah. The response to being 6 or 7 and being in jail would be to cry. I 100% get that. But here's my little thought. I may have only been 6 or 7, but the concept of jail was in my mind through probably little shows that I had watched. So number one, I wasn't crying, I wasn't happy, I was terrified, but my thought was, you do the crime, you do the time, and I had actually stolen. So I thought, well, this is what it's gotten you. You did the thing, and now you have to face your punishment. So there's really no use in crying about it. That's not gonna help. It's not gonna fix anything. You just have to now do your time. And I didn't know how much time it was for stealing packs of gum, but I knew I was in jail. So evidently some time will be spent. And I'm just standing there while Shayna's crying, and I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, how long am I gonna be in here? And then my thought was, oh my god, what's gonna happen when they bring the big people in? What's gonna happen to me when they bring the adults in? Because it felt like a nice solid 15. And then the guy comes back. I think it was a police officer came back. He gets us, brings us back out into the little lobby area where my mom is, and my mom gives us a talking to, and basically breaks it down like this. Now see, how did that feel? You didn't enjoy that, did you? So I suggest you don't go around stealing and breaking the law, because that's where you could end up, and it won't be for just a little bit of time either. And yeah, so that made quite the impression on me. I always thought that was very creative of my mother and very smart, but she was a very smart woman. And also, I always found that story to be hilarious. When I grew up, of course, I was not laughing at all. And when it was happening, or a while after that, I had to actually, grow up some. By the time I was like a teenager, I thought it was funny as all get out. And I still think it's hilarious. But that is a bit of a story time from my childhood that I thought you guys could enjoy, and to make this video longer. So that is all for this evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you, and please like and subscribe. I got a lot more for you, and you can check out how rough it is.